Right, well I'm back, and you all know what this video is going to be. It's review time again. And this is the third review I've uploaded this week. See, I'm such a nice guy to you lot, aren't I? And today's model we're going to have a look at is made by Bachmann, as you can see. And this particular model is a Class 150 2-car DMU Sprinter. Now this is completely brand new. It arrived to me yesterday from Hatton's in Liverpool, and I only had to wait one day for it. I bought it at the weekend on Saturday and I only had to wait Sunday, because on Monday when I came home from college this was waiting for me. And this particular livery is Regional Railways livery. Now I've been after a train in this livery for a very long time. Okay, well I do have a Bachmann half brake coach which is in this livery too, but that doesn't count, it's not really a train, it's just a coach. And I might be thinking of selling that on eBay later on, maybe getting a couple more Regional Railways coaches, getting something like a Class 47 or a 37 or even a 31 painted in that livery to pull them, I don't know. And this is a classic livery that dates back to the 90s, and I did see a little bit of it when I was a kid. I saw a couple of Class 37s in this livery pulling some goods trains, and I even have seen a Class 150 at Bescot. It was coupled behind a Centro Class 150. I have also seen 156s and 150s painted in Sprinter livery, which is a similar livery to this. But wow, Regional Railways, it's one of my favourite liveries. It's not my first favourite livery. My first favourite livery is the BR Green with the speed whiskers. Oh look, you can just about see the camera reflecting in there. Look at that. Woo! Right, well, enough of me talking. Let's get this open. Now you will notice that I am filming this review on the floor. That's because the desk I was using for the Class 37, the 31 and the 8F reviews has now got a computer on there. I can't show it you yet now, but you know, so I'm going back to filming these on the floor, which I don't mind. I personally find it quite fun. Right, so let's get this open. And this is a big box. It just about fits in shot. Well, it's not the biggest box I've had, but you know what I mean. And they have packed both units separately in separate boxes, which I can understand because it will be hard to put them both in one giant piece of plastic. But even before they went to this packaging, when they had the polystyrene boxes, as you'll see in the Class 158 review, they put them in separate boxes too, and I don't know why they did that, instead of doing Hornby's way of doing it, but there you go. But that's in the past now. Right, so I'll just get the boxes out. And here's the box. And on the side we can see the reference number 32-936, Class 150 DMU 2-car Regional Railways, and it has a 21-pin decoder, but I don't care about that. Oh, there is also some brief history on the back about the Class 150. They were built by Brell in 1984, and the first to be built was 150-001. And they were designed by Metro Camel too, and they are still running today, mainly with Arriva, First Great Western and First North Western. London Midland did have some, but they no longer use them because they actually withdrew them last year, which is a little bit of a shame. And they have been replaced with the London Midland Class 172s. So there's basically no 150s running on the West Coast Main Line anymore, which I find it a bit odd. But you might be able to see one if you're lucky, if it's been diverted from somewhere. but you'd have to be pretty lucky to see that. Or we just had a train on then. That was cool. And it also states here that 150.002 was fitted with Rolls-Royce engines and self-charging gears. So that is really cool. But it's all on the back. But if you want to see the full history of them, go to websites like Wikipedia, because this is just in brief after all. Okay. Now we'll have a look at the paperwork. So I have the collectible flyer, which is always a welcome. Consumer guarantee. And we have this. We get the replacement parts list, how to fit the detailings like the snowplows, and how to chip it on the back, which is very good. If the camera would just focus. Ah, there we go. I don't think it likes these giant white sheets of paper. Right, well, I apologise you can hear the computer in the background, I've just got it fired up. But anyway. So now we have a look at the Class 150 itself. So which one do we start with? Well, we will start with the motor one. And I know this is the motor because, one, it's very heavy, and this is going to make my hand ache after this. And also, you can see the detailing pack there. We will also have a look at the dummy one as well. But we'll just move that one out of the way, and we will get the motor one open. Okay. So I've just taken the plastic sleeve off. And now we have a look at the detailing pack. And in here we have, if we just fold this bit of tape round, a couple of snowplows and BSI couplings. These are dummy ones that don't work. And also we have the drawbar connector there, and this supplies power to the dummy unit. In fact, this is the most important thing of this detailing pack, because unlike the snowplows and the BSI couplings, which are optional if you want to put them on or not, you have to use the drawbar connector for obvious reasons. Because if you don't, then you won't be able to run them both together, like how they properly run in real life. But anyway. Oh. There we go. So I'll just take the unit out. And throw that away. Right, now we'll have a look at the 150 herself. Wow. Look at this. Well, for starters, you'll notice that there is a coupling fitted in here. And with any 150 you get from Bachmann, you'll find that these are fitted. And that's so, if you wish to get another 150 and couple them both together, to have a 4-car, or you can couple it up to a 153 from Hornby if you own one. That's not a bad idea actually, but I don't plan to do it. So I will take that out, if I can. I'll do it after the review, because it'll be better. But wow, look at this. For starters, there's actually a lot of weight to this. It's very heavy. And that's good. So you're going to have no problems here with this running as a 2-car DMU or a 4-car, depending if you wish to get another one. Sorry about that. The bogies, They are nicely detailed, just look at that. And the underframe is painted as well. Just look at that. And you even get this down here, which is painted red, which is a pipe of some sort. This other bogie is detailed as well. You also get 52270 printed on the side there, very crisply. We also have an exhaust on the back. Now look at that for an exhaust. There's a nice texture on the exhaust there. You could weather it, I suppose, if you wanted to, or weather this bit here. But you don't get an exhaust that's that detailed. You certainly don't get that on the Class 158, that's for sure. There's also warning signs on the back there, C1, and the dialogue there. There's also a nice orange line going at the top there, and the gangway, which is very nicely done. And that's where the drawbar connects up to, and the roof. Now the roof may never be always interesting to look at, but in this case it is. It's more interesting to look at on the 153 and the 158, that's for sure. Why? Well, just look at the detailing on it for a start. You get all these lines going on it. It's painted a nice grey colour. And you also get a few bumps on the roof there. And this detailing at the back. And there's even a little bit of riveting there. So that's really nice. There's also, at the front, metal handrails, and there's the number, 15270. There's riveting going at the gangway of the front, and there's the handle to open it up. There is working lights, because I've seen other videos of these running on the internet. I do believe it's those two there that light up white, and those at the side that light up red. But we'll double check in a sec. There's even wipers on the windows, a warning sign just there, and there's a destination. Apparently, this end, it's going to York. Now, it won't get there, obviously, because it's a model. In real life, it would. But, I suppose if you wanted to, you could model York Station and have it so this 150 is going to York. The detailing on the bottom, on the underframe, is just as nice too. We also have an orange light there that indicates that the doors are open. There's also some nice buttons down by the doors and some metal handrails. There's a bit of hair on the wind there. Anyway, the livery is also spot on. Now look at this. Wow. And there's the Regional Railways logo, which is accurate. You see, you've got this nice grey at the bottom, a light blue stripe, and the dark blue colour on the body. Just look at that. You also get some silver paint around the windows, and that is really nice. And the windows are very shiny too. Just look at that for glazing. The doors are very nicely detailed as well. There's another little warning sign there. More buttons. There. And there. And there's an orange light again. We also get private on the door there. That's obviously where the driver sits. And we also get that. I believe that's where it stops the fuel up. It says open and normal on it. Not too sure what that's for. You will also notice that there's no seats in this unit, and that's obviously where to hide the motor. Now, some people have complained about this. Now, I will be honest, when I first learned about these 150s not having any seats, I said I was not going to get hold of one, because it had only seats in one unit. But when I saw pictures of them and videos, I changed my mind. I just had it all wrong. How can you not want a unit that is as detailed as this? Just look at it. You see what I mean? This is an incredible model. And these are high scorers, I can definitely see why. So, 150 by Bachmann, I apologise for what I said about you. In fact, I'm definitely in love with this model now. Just look at it. And what makes it even more special, it's in a livery that I actually saw in my childhood. Wow. Just look at it. And besides, why bother having seats in this? Because when you're standing about several miles away from the model, you won't see the seats anyway. Apologies for that big noisy drill then, but as I was saying, and people have said this, when standing several miles away from the model, you won't see the seats anyway, because the glazing is blacked out. Look, you can even see the camera reflecting from that glazing, because it's so shiny. Woo! Hello, people. No, I just saw my hand then, that ruined it. Woo! But that is accurate, because that's how it is in real life. But wow. And this is really making my back and arm ache, because of how heavy it is. But wow. Right, so, I've spoken enough about the motor. Now, we'll get the dummy out. Ah! Didn't get it that time. Just about saved it. Okay, so here's the dummy. Now the only difference to this really is that there's no motor in this. As you can see, there's that coupling on the front there, which I will take it off in a minute when it comes to running. Again, we have 150-0270 on the front there, working lights, a little lamp on there, which it also does have it on the front, which I'll just quickly show you. I apologise I didn't mention that. You can just about see it there. Again, metal handrails on the front there. Gangway is accurately detailed, wipers on the windows, a warning sign, and this way it's going to leads. Now again, it won't obviously get there because it's not the real thing. But if it was real, it would. Well, it's a model of the real thing. But you could model Leeds if you wanted to, so it look like it will be going to Leeds. I won't be modelling Leeds or York on my layout, but I will have a station that's similar to York. Well, that's what I plan to do anyway. There's that really nice, interesting roof there at the top. At the back, you have the lovely textured exhaust there. 2 more warning signs. C1, the dialogue. That's what I like to call it anyway. There's also some more detail in there. It's just it's a yellow square thing, but I don't care about that. There's also riveting around the gangway, and the gangway's very nice too. Again, the bogies are nice, and so is the underframe. Now you can see seats in this unit, but you know, standing several miles away from the model, you're not going to really see the seats that much anyway, because of the glazing being blacked out. Again, the metal handrails and the lights and the buttons and the doors are very good, detailed, and there is the wheelchair logo there, so that's where disabled people go through. And you have it there again. Again, regional railways and the little BR logo are crisply printed on the side of the logo. Well, unit actually. Get it right. Again, you have nice shiny glazing. We can see the reflection of the camera through. And the livery is spot on. And that's obviously where the drawbar connector fits up to, just like on the first one. And that's about it, to be honest. I've covered it in most detailing. Oh, and again, you get painted bits on the underframe as well, which is the same. And the doors are very nice too. And I like the black paint down there in the middle of the doors, to actually show the doors, if you know what I'm saying. But anyway, wow. This is another model that's going to get 10 out of 10. Just look at it. I just can't fault it. 150 by Bachmann, I love you. I could kiss the model, but I'm not going to. Right, now all that's left to do is to put it on the tracks and see how it runs. Right, well, here I am back at the test track, and you will be able to notice that today I have made it longer, because it runs up to there, about where my finger is pointing. Because this is a 2-car DMU, I'm going to be running it as a 2-car. But what I'm going to do first is run the one that has the motor, and then connect them both together and run them as a proper DMU. How about that? Well, obviously, when I get the layout, I will be running it as a proper thing, you know, a 2-car. But anyway, so let's just grab the unit that has the motor, which is this one. You'll see that the lights flash briefly then, so that's a good sign that there's power. And you will notice that I have added the BSI couplings and the snow plows to both units. What I had to do with the couplings, which I've put them in this bag, I had to get a little needle and prise the couplings out, because I couldn't pull these out. But anyway, right, so let's get this on the tracks. Right, so that's one bogie on, I think. Okay, get that bogie on. Okay, it's on the tracks. Now we give it some juice. Oh wow, look at that. And it even sounds like an actual real 150. Just listen to that engine. Well, motor actually. That is just a really nice touch. And you can see the lights flickering too. at the front. I can hear no grinding noises. That is so really smooth. Wow. Okay. Now let's get them set up in the 2-car formation. So I'll just drive that one out of the way. And we'll grab the dummy unit. And the drawbar connector. Now you can see the contacts all up that side. So it must go up that way as it goes in. Well, we'll soon see if it's right. Okay, that's in, as you can see. Okay, so we have the dummy unit on, tracks, and now let's couple this up. Let's just drive the motor on back a bit. Okay, right, well that's in. No, that was not the easiest thing to do, but it's in. Okay, let's just drive it back. Oh yes, look at that. And the lights at both ends are working. As you can see. else is there to say about this? This is just absolutely stunning. I just can't fault it at all. Working lights, smooth running, a livery that dates back to my childhood, which is Regional Railways. Wow. Such stunning detailing. If you haven't got one of these already, then why haven't you? I just can't fault this. This is my favourite DMU I have in my collection. And it will always stay the same. I just can't wait to have the layout set up. Okay, well that's all I have time for this review today. I hope you've enjoyed the review of the stunning Bachmann Class 150, and I'll see you again later. And again, if you haven't got one of these 150s, get one.